How do you do, fellow kids? I have a rather large package. It just came from Amazon. Decided I would open this up and we could all check it out. Looks like I need to cut this side. Get away from me. All right, look at this. Yes, yes. And I have to, you know, Amazon has been pretty inconsistent. I mean, look, they gave us an enormous box that totally protected the beautiful packaging for Panthor here. I've seen it where they just take a box and they, you know, they shove it, you know, they're like close enough and shove it in. But I think the people working in those Amazon distribution centers are just trying to get everything done as soon as they can. But yeah, here we are, Panthor. I know, basically just a retread or a retooling. I guess it was not retooling because they used the same tooling as Battle Cat. Some cool artwork. But yeah, I was listening to, oh look, it's Screech. I hope we get the birds, that would be so cool. An awesome, fearless fighter, removable armor, carries Skeletor into battle. Oh, there's Battle Cat. And Tila riding a unicorn. But anyway, going back to the artwork, we've got battle armor Skeletor riding Panthor into battle against battle armor He-Man, Castle Grayskull in the background, and He-Man has Man-at-Arms at his side. Very cool. A couple of little dinosaur creatures on the side. And then this side has Fisto, which I've heard we're getting in, I think, July. I think there are pre-orders on Entertainment Earth. I'm probably gonna pull the trigger on that pretty soon. And then we've got this interesting character here. I'd love to see that character. He's kind of a centaur version of Ram Man, a little bit, kind of this, a little bit of the same idea. Obviously, that wasn't a character that was in the original toy line, nor do I think it was someone who appeared in the animated series. But yeah, this. But the animated series did have a wide universe of characters that interacted with He-Man, and would love to see some more of those. I think the Classics line is the one that released a Granomir, one of the giant dragons. Man, that would just be awesome to have a Granomir. But yeah, let's get a good look at Panthor in his packaging. Really striking toy. Love that purple and green. That's a great color combination. If anyone knows anything about color theory, green and purple are contrasts of each other, and so they go well together. That's why you see a lot of green and purple on characters like the Joker and that type of thing. But on Panthor, looks really great. So let's get Panthor out of his packaging. All right, so I've got Panthor out of the packaging. The head has really great articulation. It's got kind of that same look as the original action figure, with an articulated jaw and neck. Some articulation in the legs. Unfortunately, there's no articulation in the ankle, which is a shame, because that could, you could use that to kind of put him in sort of an attack pose. This looks a little silly, so you kind of are forced to just keep him in sort of a standing pose. you know, in order to, but you know, he does still kind of look very menacing. I do have some paint rubs. I think these are, I think this is coloring from the packaging that came off on the saddle. So fortunately this side looks pretty good, so you know, not too upset, but that's not great. And then they've made some marks by trying to scratch off that paint, those color rubs. Let's get a good comparison here. Battle Cat, of course, Battle Cat's helmet, the iconic helmet, doesn't stay on him very well. It sits fine if you're just kind of like leaving him on the shelf like that, but once you move him, you know, to a different position, it falls off. So yeah, pretty much the same mold, a little bit more detail, paint detail on Panthor, obviously because he doesn't have the helmet, and so he's, you know, you're more relying on what his face looks like. So the nose is colored in, the eyes are colored in a little more, but you know, so you know, I think they did a really good job of reusing parts. You know, it's funny how some toy lines like garish colors are you know, are a little bit of a put off, but in Masters of the Universe, because you're living in such a cartoonish, fantastic world that you know, you kind of want these crazy bright colors. And the other thing about Panthor is, I was thinking, you know, he's a really good he's a really good counterpart to Battle Cat, and you know, the obvious choice would be, and you know, obvious because of the lore, is to have Skeletor ride him. Let me turn around and grab Skeletor. Have him ride Panthor, you know, opposite of He-Man, which makes sense since they would be doing battle. But I always think of Skeletor as more crafty, less brute strength. You know, he would be less likely to ride Panthor into battle than he would on one of his on his mechanical vehicles, like Spydor or the Land Shark, something like that. So I actually think because, you know, Beastman's power is basically controlling, you know, beasts and animals. I actually think that Beastman would make a good rider for Panthor. You know, but you know, I don't know. But they, you know, I might display them that way. I may not. I think they make a great eye-popping couple here. Beastman in his bright reddish orange, and Panthor in the purple. So I may or may not have Skeletor riding him, depending on what vehicles we get. I also like the idea of Land Shark being the ride for Trapjaw, since they kind of have that sort of that same, you know, like menacing mechanical jaws. So we'll see. My headcanon for battle armor Skeletor is that Skeletor's battle armor is somehow magically enchanted so that he would fight He-Man, or he would match He-Man's strength, and so battle armor Skeletor might be a good rider for Panthor. But you know, we'll see how things shake out once I have my shelving installed, and yeah, that'll do it for my review of Panthor. So that's my review of Panthor. I hope you enjoyed it. Give me a like, comment down below, and I'd love for you to subscribe so that you know, we can continue this dialogue. Did you get Panthor? Have you seen him on store shelves? I sure haven't. I was lucky to get this one on Amazon. Amazon kind of is getting some stuff here and there. I think recently I saw that Land Shark was available, and then all of a sudden it was only available for if you wanted to pay $50 to someone on Amazon Marketplace. So hopefully we get some more of those, and I can do some more reviews.